Live night news. If you're a lot like me, then you might not like you. Welcome to another episode of Hours of Clarity podcast. Today I got a good friend of mine that I came to rehab with back in 2023. My name's Matt Hermes, and his name is Matt Jeffries, so it was a kind of cool coincidence that we got to get along and had the same name. It was refreshing, actually, how close we became over the years, you know. Today, the topic of the week at Brentwood is fantasy, so we can talk a little bit about that when we get into your recovery story. Yeah. But maybe just talk a little bit about where you started, you know, childhood, what you went through, maybe how you found your addiction. Yeah. You know, don't be afraid to talk about which drugs or alcohol. Yeah, you know, it's an open book, right?
Gotcha. You know, as a child growing up, you know, I had a pretty decent childhood. You know, I grew up on the farm. My parents, neither one of them were alcoholics or addicts. You know, it was a pretty easy go, really. You know, I mean, it wasn't being farm life. I mean, I worked my ass off type of thing. But you know, until I was about 15, you know, as I was the normal kid. You know, went to school, didn't get a lot of shit. You know, had a healthy fear of my parents type of thing. You know. They were always good. I always had clothes on my back, food in my belly, a roof over my head. I mean, we didn't live like kings, but we were okay, right?
Right.
So, until I got to my teenage years, got in high school and that's when, you know, you started dabbling in a little bit of weed and then dropping a few hits of acid, some mushrooms, stuff like that, right? And then, you know, that was just the gateway for me. You know, I loved it, right? I'm an addict through and through. You know, as the years have gone by, I've learned that about myself. Like, I have to be hyper vigilant in everything I do.
Right.
You know?
Nothing in moderation for addicts.
Absolutely not. No, for sure. So, you know, the first few years were okay. I wasn't a heavy drinker back then, you know, until I hit maybe legal age type of thing. I mean, I'd have a beer here and there at a party, but I was pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
And then, once I got to the right age, it just
spiraled.
It spiraled. Yeah.
So you think around 19 is when you really noticed that you had an issue?
No, I wouldn't say I noticed then.
Okay.
I started enjoying it more.
Okay.
And consuming more. You know, everything was at that time. It was an open book. Whatever came in front of me, I was doing.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, it didn't matter what.
Yeah. So you might not have realized you had a problem, but you had.
No, and I'll say, Matt. Honestly, I probably didn't really think I was an alcoholic or an addict until I was maybe 30.
Right.
You know?
So by then you had probably about 15 years of practice.
Oh yeah, a solid practice. You know, my first real big addiction. Of course, the booze was there, but I started on the pills.
Okay.
You know, lots of
like
pills.
opiates.
Yeah, opiates.
Yeah. Okay.
Started getting scripts for those, and then that's when it really blew up.
That's a mean cycle too, because the dependency, right?
Oh, 100%.
You don't have it. You're sore. You're sick.
Oh, 100%. Worse. It was awful. I mean, I wasn't just you know, taking 3 or 4 pills at a time or during the day. Like, I was a 40, 50 pill a day guy.
That's crazy.
Like, it was nuts. Yeah, I thank God every day that I'm in the shape I'm in because I shouldn't be.
Right.
Like
your liver.
You know, my liver, my kidneys. You know, my heart. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, eh?
That's right.
You know. So, but that was my first real. Like that was the worst.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it really started, was with the pills. And when I came off of those the first time.
What was that like? Did you?
Awful.
Okay, so it was with the detox, or did you?
Yeah, that was the first time I went to detox in London.
Oh yeah.
I came off of the opiates and the booze.
And what age are you at this point?
30-ish.
Okay, yeah. So you had 12 years of adulthood drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about 30 when the first time I tried this recovery thing. So
yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Did you do it with methadone or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so
this is going back. I mean, not that methadone wasn't there, but it wasn't like it is now.
It wasn't predominant.
It wasn't predominant, correct? Yeah. So it was just a white knuckle. You know? So it was hard, man. It was awful.
That's difficult.
And then you know, so I went to Westover.
Yeah.
After that,
That's 21 days.
Yeah, 3-week program. So I went there, got through that program. Didn't drink for almost 10 years, but I went right back to the pills.
Yeah.
And then it progressed from doing the perks and that, and I went into morphine.
Oh,
I was taking about 300 mils of morphine a day. I got down. I was pushing when I was drinking and doing the pills. I was pushing 280, 290. That's how much I weighed.
It's a couple red rockets a day.
Yeah, once I got on the morphine, I got down to about 160 pounds, man.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a pretty big dude.
Yeah, you're what, 6'3", 6'4"?
About 240 I walk around at normally, which I am now, you know. But for me to be at 160, I was a skeleton.
100%, yeah.
And I didn't see any problem with it. And everyone's like, bro, you're dying.
Yeah.
You're fucked. You know, what are you doing here? You know, and I was like, what are you talking about? I feel great.
I feel great. Yeah, no kidding. You're on cloud 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that was my first real big one, was the pills, and I love them. You know, it was just of course, you know, like anything, it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I wanted to get off them every day, but I knew how sick I would be if I didn't.
That's right.
You know, and
So tell me about some things that you would have done in your disease to get what you needed if you didn't have it.
Oh, fuck anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, anything for sure.
Yeah. So we're talking violence, robberies.
Quit paying the mortgage.
Yeah.
You know, almost lost my house multiple times because I was $300-400 a day habit.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you function like that, right?
Barely.
Yeah.
With the perks and that, it wasn't terrible.
It's sad when eating comes secondary.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Drugs or food. If I take the drugs, I don't need the food.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
You know,
Exactly.
hell of a deal.
That eliminates grocery shopping.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And I mean, I got kids at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
How many children do you have now?
I have 3, but so when I first went into rehab, my daughter just turned 1. She's 18 now, so
Right.
you'd think I'd be starting to go, okay, you got to be a dad now. And I was one of those dads that I had another kid a couple years later and then another one, but I was always there for them. Like I had doctor's appointments, sporting events, Christmas concerts. I did all that shit.
Yeah.
I was there all the time, but I was never present.
No, 100%.
It was always about, okay, let's get this over with so I can go get high or get drunk or whatever, you know.
It's sad to say too, because as kids they notice.
Oh yeah, you know, and I talk about that with a lot of people here, and even my kids. Like, it's gotten to the point now. Like I've done this multiple times, you know, as you know, detox many times, lots of rehab, and I don't. Now I'm in Windsor, there in my hometown of Blanco, and I call them like every couple of years. I go through this. I'm like, oh, Dad's going back to detox. They're like, okay, Dad, love you, see ya.
It's not even abnormal,
right? And if that, you know, that's one thing that just fucking crushes me. You know, like I see
you made
that,
it part of the norm.
I feel it, yeah. And they grew up with that, and they'll never forget it. You know, they'll never forget that.
It's up to us now to hopefully show that the change can last,
right,
and break the cycle for their kids.
Absolutely,
and you can be a good grandpa, right?
For sure. And I mean, I talk to them every day still, like, you know, at least once a day, call them, talk to them. Like, they still love me. Like, there's no doubt there. Like, that hasn't gone. They haven't.
It's just a kind of awkward feeling for you, I bet, to know that it's become the normal that Dad's checking into
rehab or detox. Yeah. Like that phone call's like a normal phone call to them.
It's like, you know, what do you want for Christmas? Happy birthday. I'm going to rehab.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. Yeah. It's like a norm, you know.
Bro, it's the same thing for me. My daughters, like, I know that it's not abnormal for them to, you know about me going to jail, or know about me being in trouble or absent. Right. Dad's gone. Yeah. It's like, you know, knock on wood, like you said, since I've come to Brentwood, I've been present and had opportunity for relationship, right?
Right. Yeah, and I'm thankful that that they haven't pulled away yet. You know, I mean, I'm a chronic relapser. I mean, I'm holding out hope that it doesn't happen again, but I'm also realistic, you know, as I hope most alcoholics are, that know that.
I'm going to say this on the record. There hasn't been a person that came on this show that has relapsed yet. I will say that. 18 episodes, and every single person, to my knowledge.
So you're saying there's hope.
Yeah, that's right.
But, you know, after all this shit.
There's a chance.
Yeah, after all this shit, so, you know, just talking about all the experience I've had, and so it's been 20 years of trying this recovery stuff, right, with multiple programs and stuff like that. And I know it's cliche that, you know, everyone comes back here, and I've seen it 1,000 times. You know, it's different this time. It's different this time. You know, and
it feels that way.
Well, this time I surrendered.
Yeah.
I finally went, you know what? Fuck, man.
I like that you said that, because I was just talking to a guy about this before. Oh, you got to submit and surrender. I'm like, no, you have to surrender in order to understand what your submission is.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, I this time around, which is it still bothers me that I have to say that this time around, but this time around coming through, I was it's like the realization finally hit me that Matt's way of doing things
this doesn't
fucking work. Doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. You see these guys around here that have got 25. It doesn't matter how many years, 5, 10, 20, 30 years sobriety. It's not about the length, it's about how they conduct themselves and how they put their recovery first.
And always asking, like, am I making the right choices?
And that's something I've done here this time too, is before, we say around here, one of our sayings is picking up that 500-pound phone or reaching out, talking to a guy. Before, I would never do that. Now, since I've been here, I've picked up my phone and messaged my girlfriend or whoever and said, "Hey, listen, I'm struggling today." Even if it's fleeting. Like if I'm sitting there for
how better do you feel after doing it?
Oh, a million times better.
Right.
I feel good.
And who would have thought that just being honest about your thoughts, like, listen, I really want to smoke crack today. I feel like this is fucking overwhelming me because it's on my mind.
Right.
What the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
And just having that little minimal conversation alone.
Well, and that's it. There doesn't even have to be a resolution from the call or the message.
Right. You just need to talk about it.
You just need to get it out. It's that open, you being transparent and open and saying.
Do you remember Frank Cotto was working? He passed away.
Yeah.
So Frank, all right, was sitting at the duty desk one time. I was having one of the Matt Hermes outbursts, right?
And I remember them well.
Yeah, very. I remember them well, right? So I forget which roommate or which problem it was, but it's like 2:30 in the morning, going to the office, duty desk, and I'm like, listen, blah, 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 blah. I'm going off on him, right? Like, this is what the problem is. Blah, blah, blah. The guy's watching fucking TV. I realize at some point after about 15, 20 minutes, this guy ain't even fucking paying attention. So I'm like, are you even listening to me? He says, no, I didn't need to listen.
No,
you just needed to talk.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
it's just getting it out.
Bro, it wasn't for about another 3 months or so that it like dawned on me. I'm like, how right he was.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just about saying it.
That's it.
And so I'm here a lot now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not working. I'm 5 minutes down
back
the road
to Brentwood, right?
I'm in at Brentwood at least once a day. Working duty desks 3 days a week if I can.
Getting in a one-on-one or a meeting.
Oh, 100%. Like sitting at the duty desk, man, is great. Like you get everyone and the diversity of people that come in. It's just sit there and shoot the shit with you.
Yeah.
Or if they're having a bad day, they come and sit with me, whether they know me or not.
That's right.
They sit down, and I've had some of the best one-on-ones I've ever had here sitting at that duty.
And it's not by choice; it's just by chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's healthy.
It's meant to be. Like it is. It's totally healthy.
I was going to ask you. I was thinking it would have came later in the episode, but I wanted to know what you think, and you're kind of answering it right now. Is the best thing about this recovery home, Brentwood Recovery Home?
Another cliche. It's something different. It's something different. Everyone says. I'll tell you what it is, man.
Yeah.
I've been to the rooms of AA, NA, CA.
So it's the aftercare, being able to come back, or
it's just the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like being away. We were here in 23 together. I went back out for a couple years. This time I come back, and just as soon as I walked in them fucking doors, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it was spiritual awakening, but I just had this relief come off of me.
You feel welcome.
And I walked by that duty desk and someone I knew was working it. They're like, "Hey, welcome home."
That's right.
Just like that. And I was like, it was like I never left.
Right.
And
you don't have to.
Right. Well, that's it. And being close again, like I say, I'm here all the time, and I love being here.
No, I'm extremely proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Especially the way that I met you.
Yeah.
Okay, seeing how hard-headed and narrow-minded you can be.
Yeah.
Right. Like stubborn, not stuck on. I hate to say it, stuck on stupid, because we can all get like that, right?
For sure.
They call that blindness as a topic. I call it getting stuck on stupid.
Yeah.
Where I think the only thing for me is what I think.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work out. And now seeing the transformation from you to the way that you're getting with the men, and you're actually like taking care of your recovery to the point where it's living proof.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. And I like I say, that's one of the realizations I had here. They tell you recovery has to be first and everything has to come after that. And before it was always, I think no. Recovery can be second or third, but it absolutely can't.
No.
It has to be number one. Because without that, I'll be right back in these seats as a guy on program.
We have to be healthy for opportunity.
Sure.
So without recovery, there's no health, right? Whether it's mental health, emotional health, physical health, right? The reality of it is, without recovery, I don't have relationships with my family.
Right.
Without recovery, I don't have employment.
Right.
Without my recovery, I don't have schooling or whatever it is I'm involved in.
Right.
So
I have nothing.
You're 100% right. Your recovery does.
I have nothing without recovery. I've been, after the pills and that, I finally got myself off of that shit. And I went to, I started getting into cocaine and doing that, and it started to ruin my nose. So one day I started fucking smoking it, you know.
Yeah.
And I fell in love.
Yeah.
Crack was it, and that's when I turned bad, bro.
How old were you at this point? 35?
45.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, no, it was, like, so.
This is when I first met you kind of thing happened.
Yeah, like, so a couple years before I came in here is really when I started doing it, and I was bad. Like,
Yeah.
I robbed everybody. I did everything I could
Yeah.
to get what I needed. Like, I was on the streets of London for a while, living in a fucking tent down at the river. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
I'd go to detox in London. I'd come out, and it's right at the Salvation Army.
Right.
You look out the window, and everyone's fucking smashing and smoking and
Yeah.
drinking, and you walk out the door, and everything's right there for you.
Yeah.
Know? So it led me down that path of being on the street, and no one trusted me.
Yeah.
You know, and they had every right to not trust me because I would fuck as soon as you turned your back. I was getting what I needed. You know,
That's right.
I got so addicted to the hustle
Yeah.
that it almost started to supersede the high itself.
Right.
It was like, how can I get my fix today?
That anticipation of
Oh
it.
yeah. And how can I make that fucking $100 I need to just? To
I know
stay
this
high,
just
right?
by the feeling of a robbery itself. That became the adrenaline
Yeah,
before the high.
sure.
You know, so it was almost like,
The high was almost secondary.
yeah, it's like I already know of A, B, and C, and either one of them are good. I'm able to do what I need to do
Yeah.
in order to get what I want.
Right.
So
Right.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Exactly.
Just started playing a little game with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And the moments before any of that partook, it was like, I'm doing recon. I'm doing
yeah.
all kinds of nonsense,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, talking to your boosters.
oh
You know,
yeah, everything. You're talking to the custodies about
Yeah.
you know, how many people are in the house, what's going on, da, da, da.
yeah.
Send somebody with $20-$30 to go in, and
Yeah, exactly.
you know, doing all kinds of weird stuff, sitting across the street in a vehicle waiting,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
just
Yeah. And I mean, and then from there, you know, when I was on the streets, it progressed to like I'd be smoking meth,
Mm-hmm.
fentanyl, you know, overdose, and fucking on the regular type of thing. I remember one night I was coming out of an overdose. They were dunking me in the river to wake me up.
Yeah.
Because no one had Narcan.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it was hell. You know?
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm thinking this is normal, just
Yeah.
because that's who I was with, right? That's
Yeah.
what we all did. You
Yeah.
know, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But looking back now, I'm like, holy fuck, bro.
As if I lived like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, people talk about, I wish I could change this in my life. If I could go back, I'd do this different. You know what? I wouldn't change a thing.
Because you wouldn't be where you're at.
Right. This is who I'm supposed to be, man. This is what I was here. That's what I'm here for.
The path you walked is what led you to find yourself.
Right. And hopefully, you know, with me being here and guys like you and doing stuff like this, if you can reach out to that one person and even maybe give them one day a clarity or one day of feeling normal, you know,
Yeah.
it's worth it. You know?
Relativity.
Right. Yeah. Just feel human. You know that.
I'm glad you said that, because there's a lot of people that suffer out there in silence.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
The stigma is still huge around addiction and mental health, especially men's mental health. You know,
Yeah.
we still are, to me, years behind where we should be
Yeah.
with that kind of stuff. You know, another thing I've done this time in my recovery is I've started going to therapy.
Okay.
I always was one of those guys that like, fuck, they can't help me. What, you know, that's bullshit.
What are you
Talk
gonna
about
tell
my
me?
fucking feelings. Like, I'm a dude, you know.
Yeah.
No. So, you know, I tried it a couple times when I was in London. I went to a session or two, and I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Didn't even give it a chance.
No.
Yeah.
So I came here, and I thought, you know what? I haven't given it a real shot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it this time. And so my girlfriend found this girl out in Tecumseh there on
Yeah.
Manning Road. Her name is Carly. And she specializes in men's
Shout out to Carly.
Yeah, she's amazing. She specializes in men's mental health and addiction.
Okay.
And she is fucking fantastic. I sat down the first day with her doing our little one-on-one, you know, get to know each other. And she said, you know what, Matt? I told her, you know, I didn't believe in this shit, fucking blah, blah, blah. And she said, make a promise to me, you'll give me 6 sessions.
Yeah. And you'll see.
And I was like, okay, you know what? So after the first one, I thought, you know, we fit well. We got, you know, it was a good fit for me. I thought, okay, I'm going to keep going. And I think I'm going tomorrow or Wednesday for session 5 or 6.
So you're there.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, I haven't had this big grandiose awakening going, I'm cured.
Yeah.
It's even if it's just like this, someone to talk to. It's like a one-on-one.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right.
But she'll get in there a little deeper, right, and kind of tickle the fucking emotions, and it hurts at times, but I need it. You know,
Yeah.
I need it, and she's good to get that stuff out of me, right? So,
Right.
so if you're having trouble and you're thinking it doesn't work, maybe just give it a try.
Well, that's the thing, A lot of us get closed-minded because ultimately we don't want something to divert us from the path that we're already on.
Right.
It's like, yeah, there's help out there, but does it really work?
Right.
It's like, well, we're not going to try it because ultimately, in the back of my mind, I want to keep getting high.
Exactly.
So I don't want help.
Yeah.
I do know that this is messed up.
Sure.
I know it's not working out for me. My life is in shambles, and I keep repeating the same cycles of behavior, and I'm broke, and I'm down on my luck, and I'm robbing, and I'm pillaging, and I'm doing all the weird stuff just to get high. I'm miserable doing it. I don't like my life. If I only had a job, if I only had this, if I only had what they had, and you don't know what my life's like. But really, I haven't tried anything to recoup and make what I've decided in memory.
Exactly.
Like, all my actions have created memories, which make me miserable.
Right.
So
100%.
None of it I've went through traumatizing myself or other people. I've never went through any of the emotions in order to heal from it.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to say, no, that doesn't work.
And
I'm going to continue banging my head.
Yeah, that's it. Well, exactly. And that's, like I say, when I came back this time, I put the 2 and 2 together, finally went, my way doesn't fucking work.
Right.
You talk about having memories of happy memories of whatever. I don't have one in my addiction.
Right.
I can't look back at one day in my addiction and go, hey, that was a great fucking day.
You know what, honestly?
Was it fun at the time? I guess, but it
wasn't a good day.
No, it wasn't a good fucking day.
Right. I remember too, like the good memories I think of in my addiction. Okay, so a couple times I spent Christmas with a guy that passed away, Steve Kerr, and my girlfriend now, Alicia. But honestly, it was a miserable moment. Like, none of us had our families.
Right.
None of us had our kids.
Yeah.
None of us were involved
bunch of addicts getting high in the same room on Christmas Day.
And probably up for 3 or 4 days doing it.
Right.
Exactly. The 21st led to Christmas morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And someone just happened to go, oh wait, it's Christmas today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No, actually, we got the church to drop us off a turkey we didn't cook.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they brought us a gift basket with a turkey. It's like, I don't even think we cooked it. I don't remember.
Can we sell this for a fucking 10 piece or something?
Right.
Like that's what it comes down to.
And the thing is too, like, no matter what the situation, I admire you for facing that realization, because a lot of people can realize things, but do they do anything about it?
Well, that's it. You got, exactly. You got to put that effort in, right? You get back what you put in.
Like accepting the help. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try this time.
100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I didn't think it was working or it wasn't conducive to my recovery, I wouldn't fucking do it.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna waste my time.
And you said, I noticed before we started getting right into this, is that you called your girlfriend and she helped you find the woman, the therapist.
Yeah.
So obviously you're keeping her included.
Oh, 100%. I have to. Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people,
yeah.
Are focused and driven,
Yeah.
but don't think they can relate to either their partner, their sister, their brother, their mother, whoever it may be that's a support figure in their
Right.
life.
And
it's important to include your support.
Sure. And she does have, in her past, has a little bit of background kind of in this area.
Okay.
So she understands that it's not just why don't you just stop?
Right. It's not just
so
like
she
that.
gets that. So she's been super supportive and really
And she's living out of town?
in London. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go,
Yeah.
man. You're making a relationship
Yeah.
work. You're
Yeah.
being transparent.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to be transparent in all my affairs.
Yeah.
If like I would talk about therapy, when there's been a couple sessions I went in there and I sit down and I'm like, hey, listen, Carly, I am fucking closed today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about anything, so do your best.
Yeah, this is where we're
and
at.
then by the end of it, she's got that key in the lock.
And you're
open-
blah, blah,
open-
blah.
Oh yeah, and then I'm like, we're done. Like I'm just getting started after an hour. Like let's go. I could sit there all day sometimes,
Yeah.
So I'm totally.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Yeah.
Something they told me when I was younger in therapy. If I'm having a bad day prior to therapy, because you only have that hour.
Yeah.
Right? Try breathing. Try fucking taking deep breaths.
Yeah.
And talking to myself about why I'm mad.
Right.
I'm pissed
Yeah.
off. I'm in a
Yeah.
bad mood. This
Little
is what's up.
Little self-talk.
Yeah. And then, like 20 minutes before I do that, I am already over that stubborn hump.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? For me, it helped a bit.
Yeah. And I think the point I'm trying to get at is that now I don't have a problem telling people that.
Yeah.
Like that, hey, listen, I'm having a bad day. Before I just bottled it up.
Yeah.
And now I can say, fuck bro, I'm down today, you know,
Yeah.
or I don't feel like fucking talking,
Yeah.
or this is bullshit, you know, that's why I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
or that's why I go to therapy, or that's why I message my girlfriend or my sponsor, or
And
whatever.
who would have thought coming to a rehab would teach you to be open, would help you to stay away from all those,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
character
No
defects.
shit, right? And exactly. Yeah, my character defects. That list is long for
Yeah.
sure. But
Let's go back a bit to high school. You said that's kind of when you first started drinking, right?
yeah,
And you're living on the farm with your parents.
more so the drugs, but yeah, the drinking,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you have siblings?
Just one. Yeah.
Okay, so how are they looking at you when you're entering your 20s? Now you're probably not living at home.
Yeah, no, I was at home. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I left home about 22 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think, looking back at it in retrospect, they were looking at you, like, you know, in suffering?
Geez, that's a good question.
Do you think they noticed?
So I'll tell you a little bit about the dynamic in my house.
Okay.
So I was never abused or anything. There was no sexual stuff, no real physical. I mean, other than a cuff upside the head or a kick in the ass here and there. You know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty standard old school
Yeah.
farm background, right? So, like I said, I always had what I needed. You know, there was no issue there. I knew that I was loved. I maybe didn't get it as much as I wanted, and I'm learning that now in therapy and as I get older that I kind of would have liked a few more hugs or a few more I love yous or whatever.
Yeah. Or how's your day going?
And I'll tell you one thing I took when I came here in 23. One of the biggest things that's ever happened in my adult life. I was sitting in fucking group one day, and you were probably sitting there too, because I guarantee you were. And I was talking about my mom.
Yeah.
How, you know, my dad was my hero, my idol. I always felt that real love with him. He wasn't a big huggy, kissy guy, but I felt it, right? More so. When my mom was more cold, stern, you know, strict. So I was telling this, sharing this in group one day, and Big Paul said, "Hold on, Matt," and I was like, "What?" You know, I'm waiting for his response, and he said, "You know, your mom did the best she had,
With what she had.
or what she could with what she had." And then, you know, the wheels started going, and I remember my mom telling me about her childhood, how they were poor and they were starving at times and abused, and, you know, and now she's got this life where she's looked after and taken care of, and she doesn't know how to be like that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that fucking light bulb, man, it went off.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Paul.
Yeah, 100%, man. I went, so I got home after I graduated here. I went back home, and I sat down with her and I told her this. I finally opened up and I said, "Listen, I would have liked more of this." And she was taken aback a bit,
Yeah.
because
But you had that conversation.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll tell you what, man, from that day fucking forward, my mom and I have never been closer.
So she's making an effort in her own way.
And so am I.
Yeah,
All I had to do was tell her. All I had to do was tell her. All I had to do, she said, "Matt, all you had to do was say something."
I love it.
Because both of us were,
Closed off.
well, yeah, we were both at an impasse. She didn't want to approach me, and I didn't want to approach her and tell her what I needed.
Wow, there's
And
similarities.
So she didn't know.
Go
right?
figure.
So now, like when I talk to her on the phone or I see her, it's a hug and an "I love you," and it's just like, so. If any, like, even though I went back out after I was here in 23, if anything came out of my first trip here in 23,
That's
was
a major
the relationship
impact.
with my mom.
There you go.
And it's, you know, it's never been better, you know. So
Right.
now I have that love.
Look at the smile on you.
Oh, it's amazing. Man. It's amazing.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, no. So that's, anyways. So
You're blushing.
Going back to your question. Yeah, I don't know how they looked at me. I know they were disappointed, like when I get caught fucking coming in high and thinking I was smart and
But the
stuff.
dynamic, there was an unspoken aura.
Yeah, it was yeah, there was.
They're letting you kind of be your own man.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, maybe they don't know how to approach. Like,
Well, yeah, and see, they weren't from that world. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know everyone. Everyone's got skeletons in their closet, but
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else in my family that's like me.
Right.
You know, no one's been a crackhead.
Yeah. I know that's the same
Stolen
thing
shit,
too.
you know, like, no
my
one's
dad, when I'm, you know, I'd be doing cocaine, smoking crack,
Yeah.
and he's thinking that there's some sort of an overdose that can possibly happen,
Yeah.
or that because he's finding my baggies that
Yeah.
I'm doing needles,
Right.
right? And I'm like, I've never done that before.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
That's where they go.
you're out to left field.
Yeah,
I'm over
yeah.
here, right?
Like, I'll tell you how oblivious my parents were to the drug world. Is my parents called joints marijuana cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how far off the fucking map they were. You know? Yeah. You know, so
I get it.
But when my dad passed away about 10 years ago, so he never really saw me in my full crack addiction like he went through the rest of it with me.
Right.
But I can't imagine what they think, what goes on in their head. Because I stole everything from my parents. Like when I lived in my mom's basement when I was smoking dope, I took everything.
Yeah.
Just to get my fix. Like,
whatever ain't bolted down.
100%, 100%. And I've come clean about it all, so I can freely speak about it because it is what it is. And not just them, anyone that turned their fucking back. Man, as you know, and everyone that's been in our world knows, we're master manipulators.
100%.
We'll get what we want when we want to get it.
No matter how.
And it doesn't matter who we're fucking over.
Yeah, if you don't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I'll take it.
Turn your fucking back
Yeah.
for 6 seconds, and
That's it.
your shit is gone.
And I'm going to help you look for it.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, I think it was Buddy who was just here. It must have been him, because he left in a hurry, right? Yeah, he took it. Yeah, it wasn't me, no.
Yeah, sitting on the couch. Oh, guess what? I'm gonna go get a spot for my other buddy. I'll hook you up when I get back.
Yeah. So, but so to answer your question, I don't know, Matt. Like, I don't know what they would think, you know. I think about that sometimes. I wonder what my old man would think of what I did. Like, would he have been, like, how disappointed, you know? I mean, I don't linger on it, and I understand it's over now, and it doesn't matter, but he didn't see that part of me, so... My mom has forgiven me for everything. You know, there's still, you know, there's people that I used to hold near and dear, and they held me near and dear too. That I'll never get back in my life.
Right.
A couple of my best friends, when I left here in 23, I messaged them and said, "Hey man, I'm just thinking." It was about a year after I left, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about you. I love you. Hope you're doing well." I haven't heard a word from them.
And you know what, bro? Those are boundaries that other people may have had to set for whatever they went through.
100%. And that's absolutely, and if that's their position, that's their position.
Yeah.
To me, I did my part in trying to reach out. Now that's on them.
Yeah.
If they feel that way towards me,
so
I don't let that bother me.
You met Don, right? My friend from Sault Ste. Marie. Okay,
he was here just at when I came in and sent his program.
So me and Don were just talking about this on the phone over the past few days about having boundaries, even with people that are family. Right? So it's like there's going to be people that are in my life today that aren't healthy for me.
Sure.
Right? Just like maybe you aren't healthy for that person because they haven't went through whatever traumas that have been created, right? So there's family members that I don't talk to because of whatever their, opinions of me are.
Right.
So maybe I wasn't the nicest to them. They've had their back up against the wall. It isn't repaired.
Right.
So in order for me to continue being a positive person, I can't hear your negative opinions of me. No. I can't hear what you think of me. I can listen to a point of amends.
Yeah.
Like if there's going to be a conversation where we can now come to a point of, listen, I'm sorry for my actions and whatever, but I'm not going to continue after that, right? To let you defeat me as a person.
Right.
Right, I have to have boundaries as well with certain behaviors, right? Like if they're an active addiction,
sure.
I can't allow you to be in my life.
100%. Yeah.
Right, if you're, self-destructive,
right.
and you're continuing on a path of negativity,
yeah.
I have to set up boundaries.
Sure.
It's only healthy for me
100%.
because number one, if I'm left alone in that for too long, I'm gonna join and jump on the ship, and at some point. Right, you take two negative people, you put them in a positive place, they become positive.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you take that same negative person that became positive and you bring them back to a negative atmosphere, it's only a matter of time, right?
It's going back to where
for
sure.
So
and the way I look at how other people perceive me or feel about me now,
they're allowed their opinion.
What their feelings are their feelings.
That's right.
I don't. It's not me anymore. It's not on me anymore to make you feel better.
Right.
What I have to do in my recovery is it's an action.
Right.
I have to put out there.
And by you doing this over a period of time may prove that action.
Well, that's it. Right. And if some of them come back to me or, whatever, we reconnect or somehow make amends, like you say, great. If not, so be it.
Right. Where did you find like that forgiveness part of your program? Like when you were going through or after you graduated? Because it does take time. When did you find this kind of kicked you?
Like, are you...
The forgiveness part.
Forgiveness of other people?
For yourself, for everything. Like just having this open-minded that I'm talking to right now.
The last couple years, I've really changed my attitude about stuff like that, about having more, feeling more emotion and allowing myself to,
So when, all right, now we'll branch off here. When did you realize you're running from your emotions and stop that part? To like face whatever it is.
When I got sober.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When I got sober this time. Yeah. Every time I get sober, I realize it. But this time was, like I said, it was different because I gave up. I finally went, fuck it. Here's the thing. it's okay to feel those feelings.
Yeah.
You know, just because I'm a guy, it's okay. You know, just because I'm an addict, it's okay. Just because I want to put this tough persona on.
So it does go back to childhood. It does
Sure.
go back to the,
Well, and I'll tell you
how
what,
you grew up.
my therapist is hardcore on that. Let's go back to childhood. Like, she'll bring that up a lot. We'll be talking to us about something. She'll go back. Let's go back to childhood. And I don't have those.
Shout out to Carly, right?
Yeah, I don't have those memories yet. But I think her whole idea is to start to bring them to the surface again. You know, some of them are peeking back in, and I remember more from my childhood.
Right.
So yeah, you know, I was raised old school. You know, boys don't cry. Fucking push your emotions down. You don't show anyone you're weak. That's bullshit.
Don't tattletale.
It's fucking bullshit. That jail mentality is bullshit
And
too. Don't rat on someone. No, that's
Bro.
the first thing you fucking need to do.
Yeah,
You
save
see
their
someone
life.
doing wrong, you save their life.
You're saving their life.
Fucking right, yeah.
That's right.
You're fucking right. And that's how
Especially
you have to
like
look at it.
if you're in jail, I get the whole "don't be a snitch" thing.
That's a
but if
different
you're in a
story.
recovery home in recovery and you're thinking like
Yeah.
that, you have issues you need to
and you
deal
know
with.
what? And you know what? By doing that, you're gonna have people that don't like you
That's right. But
immediately.
remember when I was on program?
Immediately, but I'll tell you what, in 2 weeks when their fucking program's going well and they have that moment, they'll come up to you and say, hey,
You were
thanks,
right.
bro.
You were
Thanks
right.
for doing that. You helped me. Yeah.
Not to mention, you remember the guy that was selling drugs on property at the recovery home, and I went to go buy drugs. Everyone thought I was this rat.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that.
Yeah.
I tried to like sit there and be like, hey, all right, I overheard some drug dealers or some people talking about a drug
Yeah.
dealer, and I was going to buy $50 in drugs. Well, who was the person? What did you overhear? And who were the people that were talking? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Okay, so you're lying.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm trying to like just admit that I was struggling with temptation. It's like,
Yeah,
no, that's not where we're at. Who is doing what?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I'm like, oh, great, this is brutal. And they're like, Matt, this is our house. This
Yeah.
is a family. This is a brotherhood.
Right.
We're trying to keep our house clean so people can get help.
Yeah.
You know, people are trying to live.
Yeah, we're doing this for you.
You're doing this for you, doing it for them. You're saving somebody's life.
That's right.
And like, I didn't really know, but I struggled with that. And after getting honest about it, how many people didn't like me? That set up a boundary, though. I just talked about this in group today. Like that, because it's Honesty Monday, and we're talking about like, you know, people struggling with getting honest. What did you struggle with over the weekend?
Right,
Da, da,
right.
da, da, da. I'm like, listen, man, one of those humps is having the courage to be honest about the misdeeds and conception of your own character defects.
Right.
So what did I do wrong? And I get over that challenge by actually speaking about it.
Right.
And I use that as an example.
Right.
This is what I had to get honest about. How many people out of, you know, was there 65 people on program, men on program at the time?
When we were here?
Yeah, 70.
70.
Yeah. So I probably had about 30 to 40 people
Yeah.
calling me a snitch and a piece of shit.
At least.
Yeah, at least. And you know what I did at that point was, you know what, if you don't like me because I did what was right, being on house arrest, fucking losing 6 years of my life,
Yeah.
and my kids and all the things that
Yeah.
I'm trying to work towards,
Yeah.
and giving that up for a $50 bag?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro, like, what are you talking about?
But I'll tell you what, there's guys that would.
Right, there's
And
guys that
there's
would.
guys that have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not
And
knocking
will.
not knocking the people that make mistakes, but
No.
the fact that I had the courage to get honest about it, and then
That's what it's about.
and it set up that boundary though. The people that were knocking me, right? They're not going to be a part of my recovery anyway. Like
right.
you ultimately still think that way. You're not going to be there to support me.
That's right.
You know, and then the people like you that accepted me,
Yeah.
you're still in my life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right?
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think what you got to look at or realize when something like that happens in your life is you got to look at yourself. Because I was that guy.
So if you can see it, it's because it's recognizable.
Right.
Because you were it.
And the last few weeks, I've really been working on not judging.
That's
You know,
that's
we're judging
daily
people,
thing.
you know. But I've really worked on that. That's something I've been really trying to, and I notice the difference it makes. Because I could be sitting in the duty desk and see a guy outside and go, "Look at that fucking idiot."
Yeah.
I do not like that guy, and then I'll be like, "Whoa, Matt, well, why not?
Why?
Why not?" Why don't you li-" And then they'll come and sit in the duty office, and I'll be like, "Holy fuck, I don't want to." And then you talk to them, and you're like,
That goes out the window.
"That's me."
An hour later, you're
That's
friends
me.
with them.
Yeah, that's me.
Maybe
You know?
not even friends, but you
Yes.
can understand them.
Right. He's me. His story's the same.
Yeah.
Go figure. Everyone fucking here. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And to go back about your when you were saying about having people, you know, the amends or putting up boundaries with people and the emotions and that, you know, we talk here about resentments, right? And having resentments. And if you hold on to resentments, man, you'll never be free.
Yeah.
You know, I could have.
It consumes your thoughts.
It consumes you, right?
Yeah.
Like fuck that guy. You know, no. What I do today now the past is the past.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday's
today.
Gone.
It's today, right? It's today, right now, in this moment. You know what I'm thinking about right now? Not about fucking what I'm doing after this. It's about you and I having this podcast
conversation.
and talking.
That's right.
What happens after this will happen.
Hey, isn't it?
And I'm going to be sober.
Isn't it befitting that the topic of the week this week is fantasy?
Oh God, yeah.
So here we are, not thinking about later, not thinking about the past, the wouldas, the couldas, the shouldas, what I'm going to be doing. No, you're right there on the couch. You feel the couch. You feel the conversation, the atmosphere you're in.
This is the moment I'm in.
There's something,
there's that's not to be said that I don't get into fantasy sometimes, thinking about the future and maybe if I get this job and do this.
Right.
But I bring myself back to earth pretty quick.
100%.
Real quick.
A lot of so there's a saying that hit me. It's not a saying. It's an actuality. It's a proof in the pudding. We'll say it this way. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't even promised.
Right.
And right now is very special. It's the only thing we have is the moment,
100%.
and it's a gift, and that's why they call it the present.
That's right.
Right? Like we are literally only able to live second by second.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
The beauty of it when you finally realize, okay, I have no fucking control.
Right.
None.
Yeah.
Zero control. That allows me to come out of my fantasy a bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, I don't have control whether I get the job a month from now, a year from now, where I'm going to be in 2 years.
Yeah.
So why am I worried about the bills? Why am I worried about the lottery? Why am I worried about the house, the car, the driver's license?
Yeah.
I have no way of, except for I have an appointment on the 7th.
Yeah.
I have control on showing up for the appointment, and I can remember to worry about it so I don't fucking miss it.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I look forward to tomorrow?
Yeah.
Waking up and doing this again, being sober.
Yeah.
That's the only pressure I put on myself for tomorrow.
Isn't it lovely that we're doing a podcast right now? They're doing renovations, and that's what you're hearing. Just so you guys know, it isn't one of us letting it ride.
Yeah, that whole resentment thing is
It's a big thing.
It is.
If you're holding on to resentments, how did you just say that?
You'll never be free.
Never be free.
You can't have freedom if you hold on to resentment.
Truth.
I resented my mom for years.
Yeah. And look at the freedom you have, and the smile you just had.
It's amazing. Yeah. And it seems like to some people it may seem so small, but to us in this the addiction community, if you want to call it whatever you can, us as alcoholics, these simple daily tasks are fucking monumental for us.
Oh, bro, they'll make or break our recovery.
Right, but I mean, just to be able to, most people can. This is life to them doing what we're doing. But we have to work at this. We have to bust our balls.
Well,
just to not go into fantasy, just to not close ourselves up, to have resentments. Most people can talk to someone and say, hey, you're making me feel this way.
Or they have enough self-awareness that they don't hold on to things like this.
Well, this is exactly what I'm getting at. Yeah, just self-awareness to go, hey, I'm hurting. Maybe I should tell somebody.
And the biggest thing for me, I know, is the basic actions throughout the day. Like I get up, I start making commitments for stuff that I struggled with yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll call some people, talk about my issues like you're saying. I'm emotionally aware that I need to discuss the thoughts and the emotions that I'm having before I act.
Yeah.
Seeking advice.
Yeah.
What should I do with this bill or that bill, or I'm in a financial situation or I'm in an emotional situation or whatever the problem is. I need help navigating through it.
Right. Well, asking someone for direction on how to do things,
and then listening and doing it.
Well, that's the big part.
Right.
You can ask all day till you're blue in the fucking face and blow smoke up someone's ass.
Right.
But until you take that advice and do it from these people who know and are giving you the proper advice, I'll tell you what my thing with direction is. If I have to go ask, I already know my answer.
That's right. And here's the thing.
90% of the time, it's no, Matt.
Yeah, or it's not something we want to hear, so we're going to ask multiple times to multiple people.
Right, and then when we get the right answer, that's the person we're going to take it from.
Right, and that's not the way it's supposed to be done.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, no. If I hear from 5 people I ask, and 4 of them say one thing, and I get the one answer I want from one guy, I should be listening to the 4.
Right, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that one because that's the answer I wanted ultimately.
Right.
And I'm terrible for that because I'll do that.
Man, am I ever glad I'm a little bit past that point in my recovery.
Right.
Like I can falter.
Yeah.
But I know enough when someone gives me criticism, I don't take it to offense as much as I used to.
No, because generally they don't mean it to offend you.
They mean well.
Right.
Right. Like I'm struggling with that with relationship. Me and my fiance, like we just got engaged, and
well, yeah, congrats by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy. I just know that I mess up a lot. if that makes sense. I know that I make mistakes
It's
with
human, bro.
You're
It's
right.
just being human.
And I love her to death, and I just feel like there's moments that I can be a better, like more understanding person.
Sure you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, a lot of people in recovery, and I think that why they falter or fail or take that step back is because they want perfection.
Yeah, but bro,
They want it to be
it'll
perfect.
always
It's
be
not
a
gonna-
thought in my mind. Like,
Right.
I need it now.
Right.
I need to be perfect.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say or do? You're going to fuck up. Man.
But at the beginning of your recovery, having the courage to stay and admit I did make the mistake and not use, just don't fucking get high.
Right.
Like, just don't get high.
And I'll tell you what, if you do, get fucking honest about
Get
it
honest
and
about
fix it.
Yeah.
It happens.
Get back on the horse.
And it might happen 100 times, but fucking get back on that horse.
Right. Don't be
Tell
afraid.
somebody, right.
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
And I think myself included, I'll speak in I terms here because I've done it 100 times where I've been doing okay, this for a short time and then go back to using or drinking
Yep.
and the first thing I do is hide it.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, fuck, I fucked up. And
That's the
and
shame.
everyone close in my life will go, all you had to do is tell us, Matt, we would have helped you.
I know, but it's the shame, right?
Sure it is, 100%.
And the fact is, when do I want to be done with this?
Yeah.
So, like, the minute I get high, let's say, on a relapse, it's like, I'm not telling anybody because I don't even know if I want to continue this tomorrow or not.
Right.
Like, we
Right.
still
So
have...
if I just do it once, I don't have to, and I don't
Right.
say anything, and I don't do it again.
But
okay.
it's that just once that leads us down this rabbit hole of 100 to 200 to 1,000 times.
Well, yeah, because you do it. Say you do it once, and you go,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I didn't do it today. Fuck, I didn't do it the next day.
Right.
Oh, I'll do it one more time.
Right, but then you don't know
that
if you're
gap
gonna
starts-
die.
That gap starts to shrink, and then next thing you know, you're back fucking you're
Everyday using.
Right.
Or jail or death.
As they say in NA, jails, institutions of death.
Death,
Right?
yeah.
That's what we and in all reality, that's what it boils down to.
It's crazy, eh? To look back at the cycle of behavior.
Yeah.
To seeing what we're practicing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a alternative. Like, it's crazy good.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%. This is last time I came here in 23. I had what did I graduate? So I came here 2nd of January.
Yeah.
Graduated the 1st of April. Left October. So what's that? 10 months sobriety. That's the longest period I've had in my life.
Wow. That's
Until
crazy.
now. So I came in August,
Yeah.
and it's January.
Yeah.
So this is the second longest bit of.
It's crazy you say
Right,
that because coming to Brentwood, bro, this is the longest I've been sober in my life too.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that actually resonated with me too, right?
Yeah.
The fact that like I can come back right away and be an example,
Yeah.
and I can still seek help.
Right.
So I can be helped and I can help.
Yeah.
The minute I graduate, I'm allowed to come back for meetings
Right.
and be part of this fellowship.
Yeah.
And then, the events that they put on, I
Yeah.
can be part of those.
Sure.
I'm allowed to volunteer.
Yeah. There's tons of fun in recovery.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then
you can have a lot of fun without being high or drunk, man.
right,
It's
like,
awesome.
and we have the friendships now.
Yeah.
So then it evolved into employment. I've received jobs through alumni.
Right.
I like me and you both got a job at a factory.
Yeah.
When I had no place being on house arrest at a factory. Right. Somehow I got a job.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm like what? Like no
Yeah.
way. All I gotta do is send my resume and like
Well, and it wasn't even that. You know how just being sober.
just being sober and people seeing like this
Right.
is probably a guy who's going to be reliable.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a few people,
Yeah, yeah.
and my name happened to get thrown in the mix with yours, and we're both working.
Here we are. Yeah.
Here we are, right?
Yeah.
And then ultimately, not even just the employment or the functions. Like I actually have lifelong friendships that
Oh,
I can believe in friendship 20 years from now with
Yeah.
you. I know that I'm probably going to be buddies with you
Yeah.
somewhere down the
No
line.
matter
for
what happens.
Decades. No matter what happens. Right? Like even if you're struggling or I'm struggling, like
Yeah.
we're going to be able to
Sure.
relate, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm not scared to call you.
Yeah. When I came back in this time, the first day I was here, there was a couple guys back on program that I was on program with,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw Steve in there, Hardwick, and he's like, "Holy fuck!" I said, 2 years. He said, "I thought about you every day," and I'm like, "What?" Like we were close when I left, but I'm like, really, eh? Like, you
don't realize.
you don't realize the impact you have on someone or the friendships you make or
No,
how
bro,
they
I was
feel
happy
about
to
it.
see you.
Yeah, and I was happy to see everybody. Like I
Yeah.
said, walking in those doors, man, it was
Welcome
like
home.
The weight, 100%, the weight was gone.
Yeah.
It was like I never left, and I don't want to.
What would you have to say to people that may be struggling like that? Either you've been in some sort of recovery or you're brand new, don't know what to do. Like, I personally try to let everybody know it doesn't matter what you try something,
Yeah.
right?
Well, if you
NAAA,
don't-
a program.
If you don't, you're just going to be stuck in that cycle, right?
Okay.
I'll tell you, I get these calls when I'm working the duty desk, and some of them are very profound. You know, most of them are just transferring calls or whatever, but I get the odd one, and it's a concerned spouse or a concerned parent or a friend, and they'll say to me, you know, listen here, my wife, for example, the other day, the guy was like, listen, my wife is she needs help. She's struggling. She's drinking herself to death or using or whatever it happens to be, and you know, so the first thing I'll say, I said, like, how do we get her in there or whatever they'll say, and I'll say like, well, are they willing to, you know, are they looking for help, or is this just you trying to do that? And then they'll tell me whatever. So long story short, we'll go through the conversation and I'll talk them through what they can do for now while they have go on the wait list and get an intake. And they'll say, so what can I do in the meantime? And I always tell them, you know what I tell them? I say, just love them the best you can.
Hey,
just love them the best you can. If that means putting up walls and pushing them away, if that's what you think you have to do to love them, go ahead.
Yeah, love them the best you can.
Or hug them.
I like it. Or hug them.
Or hug them. Tell them you love them.
Yeah.
You know, it goes a long way, man. I've really found that recently that telling someone you love them is okay.
Yeah, I like that.
If you do,
I really like.
Don't tell them you love them if you don't love them. If you love them, tell them you love them.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves love, man.
That's crazy.
Everybody deserves love.
It's crazy good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that a lot.
Everybody deserves love.
Bro, I really, really like that.
Just because they're down and out, man, there's still people.
Listen, I'm imagining as you're talking about this, you know, the person on the other end of the phone, and like what those conversations could be like.
And a lot of them will go, they'll almost be surprised at my...
That's what I was just going to say.
Like,
I was surprised.
There'll be a few seconds
trying to imagine what that would be like if you were the guy I'm calling for my friend or family or something, right? And when you said just love them the best you can, it actually hit me.
Yeah. And it hits me every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, like, I'll explain to them.
That goes right back to Paul. Like, she did the best she could with what she had.
Right. Yeah. Just because they're down and out now.
So you really did take something out of that. That's lifelong.
Every time I've been in a treatment facility or been in the rooms, I tend to take something from it.
Yeah.
You know, it's whether I apply it and use it for myself. You know, I can sit here and fucking talk all day, Matt.
Yep.
About bullshit.
We can if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you this stuff and be totally full of shit.
Right.
I have it in me.
Yeah.
But I'm not anymore.
Right.
You know.
I like that too, because honestly, brother, like, when do we really, like you said, surrender? It's like, when do I just say, all right, my way isn't working?
Right.
Like, or like, do I want to live? Like, do I actually give a fuck? Or, sorry for swearing. Do I really care about my survival? Do I care what other people want, like my family? Do they love me? They're sitting on the sidelines hurting.
Yeah.
Do I really care?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting high. I don't want help.
Yeah.
Like, at least I could say that.
Right.
Right. Listen, I know what I'm doing is destructive, but I don't really care right now.
Yeah.
You know. But when I did finally surrender, what an uplifting feeling.
100%.
Like, what an eye-opening, like, I just do not want to live like that again.
No.
Anymore.
Exactly.
Never again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. Now, I don't know how to submit.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, I surrender. What do I got to do?
Yeah.
Right? And then you're going to start telling me things to do. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Until I surrender on that.
Yeah.
And every time I've surrendered to somebody else helping me.
Yeah.
Bro, what an uplifting feeling.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the part where I realize now I'm willing to submit to somebody else's, you know, criticism, opinion, advice, direction, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
I'm willing to submit to that today because I've surrendered already in the morning.
That's right.
I'm an alcoholic. I need help. My commitment for today is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Whoever, and you know, whoever, whether you believe in God or not.
Higher power. Yeah.
Whoever
Jesus
your higher
Christ
power is, whoever they put in front of you that day is meant to be there, and you be there for them.
Right.
Be there for the fellow.
Well, God works through other people.
Right.
Like, we're in a community of 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
Whether we believe it or not,
Yeah.
everyone is some sort of spiritual connection.
Sure.
Throughout embodiment, right? Like, our entire minds, our souls, our entities are connective energy.
Right. It's all energy.
It's all energy. It's all frequency. We're all connected some sort of way. I don't know because I'm not the guy that knows, right?
Exactly.
Simple as that. Who am I to question it?
Yeah.
But I've had some seriously divine intervention happen throughout my life to know that there is some inner workings out there somewhere. I know it, right? So you know, there's all these miraculous stories people will throw on, you know, like Rescue 911 for the old guys, okay? Or like, let's...
You point at me.
Right, I know, because we know what we're talking about. But like, you know, you watch these videos on YouTube, like people like, you know, I was dead for 26 minutes and all of a sudden started breathing again. And then you actually have the guy that died talking about, I met Jesus or I went to heaven and we're like, oh yeah, next video.
Yeah.
Right? Like it didn't actually happen. Like, come on, bro. There's only so many stories. Like, you ever hear the one of the 5-year-old kid? He's a pastor's son or a chaplain's son. They made a movie about it for crying out loud. So this kid has this issue with his appendix or something like that. He goes into surgery. His dad goes into the church at the hospital praying. Yeah. So then this boy goes up to heaven and meets Jesus, says he gets taken to heaven. He says, Dad, why were you on your knees praying? Right? Well, so he talks to him after his surgery. Yeah. And like, he's like...
There's no way you'd
know that, right? Yeah. So he's like, what what? Right? So he's like, well, I was up there with Jesus and I seen you. Wow. Right? Type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Then his dad is at the house later on and he's like, you know, scrolling through pictures on the computer on the internet of Jesus Christ, like paintings or photos or what people, like you just type in images, Jesus Christ, and what would pop up. Yeah. There's a 12-year-old girl from like Ukraine or something, like somewhere overseas. So this is in America, all the way across the world, that painted a picture of Jesus Christ. Yeah. And the little boy sees it on the computer screen, goes, that's him right there. And then this little girl's story is that she had a divine, sightseeing with Jesus or whatever, met him in her dreams or something, and she painted him.
No shit.
It's like, dude, you're telling me two kids...
7,000 miles.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now. So, like, and who am I to question it?
You can't.
Right? I'm not the guy that knows. Yeah. So, like, I say that all the time. Like, you know what, bro? If I can't see it or touch it, I can't give 30 seconds of my day by getting on my knees and saying, my commitment today is I'm a suffering alcoholic. I need your help. Yeah. Here's my commitment. La-di-da. Yeah. Like, I can't give the guy 30 seconds, whatever it may be. Yeah. Come on. Right?
Yeah, it's... and just being sober and being here is a miracle to me.
There you go.
With the life.
If you can find your higher power, they say some people, I don't care if you make it the doorknob.
Or the tree. Or
the tree.
Grass.
Whatever. Something bigger than yourself. Yeah. Right? I like how you said that. Whatever people's higher power is, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
No. You just got to really submit.
A lot of people, in recovery, or a couple, when I was in Westover, God, they talk about God, and they just, it was an acronym for, some people use it as good orderly direction. Mm-hmm. Is how they use God.
Good orderly direction?
Right.
Okay.
Good orderly direction. So, and we talk about that here,
But in and through other people.
Sure. Like whoever, it has to be.
How did you say it? Whoever is put in my life today.
That's who's meant to be there, and that's who I have to channel my recovery through.
Right.
I can't do it on my own.
No, 100%.
I've tried 100 fucking times and it does not work.
How do you sleep tonight? Like throughout the nights, every night. How do you sleep? There you go.
Sound.
How did you sleep in your disease?
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Or the guilt wouldn't allow me.
100%. Yeah. And I will say, even in recovery now, the silence and the quiet I have will start to get to me.
It's weird and awkward.
Yeah. But this living in peace is so foreign to me.
Yeah.
Because I love chaos, as a lot of us do.
How do you manage it?
How do I manage it? That's good. Well, if I'm struggling, I reach out.
Yeah. No, I mean, how do you manage normalcy? Because let's be real.
It's hard work.
Okay, we're going to go back about 15 minutes. You had said, for other people, it's, just the way they live their life and they're able to do all these things and it's not so, but something as normalcy or calm or peace can be so overwhelming and monumental is the word he used, right? Monumental. So how do you deal with that? Because it shouldn't have to be a manageable thing. For regular people, it's having a normal day is normal.
I've always laughed about that or talked about that is the hard work we have to put into that normal stuff.
Right.
Like a simple task like picking up the phone and talking to someone a bill collector, for instance. Yeah. Oh shit, I was 3 days later. But all you gotta do is call and say, hey, listen, I fucked up, I forgot,
Yeah.
And it's over. Before, I would never do that shit.
Not even make the call. Go into arrears.
Yeah.
Collections.
Just fuck yourself. Yeah. Just simple, easy stuff like that. Or when you're feeling down, it's okay
to talk.
But it's even okay just to be down.
One of the things I like to tell people is I'm able now to be, for the most part, be content in my frustrations,
Right.
content in my depressions,
Yeah.
content in my anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm content in my overwhelmed any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to feel out of place.
Right.
I'm allowed to feel in a panic.
Well, and
Right?
that goes back to where I said that people want this perfect recovery. There's
It's
no
not.
such thing. It's
no
not.
such thing. Well,
It's
is
not.
life?
Well, this is it, right?
Yeah. If it was so perfect, I would never have to recover in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, like you said, it's okay to be content, and then that's what I am now. Like in this peace and quiet, and this harmony I have in my life, instead of all the chaos before that I created, in which I thrived on and loved.
Yeah.
It's okay to have those days where it doesn't feel right.
Right. And I tell this to people too, going back to having that normal feeling where it's awkward. If it's awkward and unfamiliar, it's probably good for you.
Exactly.
If it's awkward and familiar, I've probably done it or
Yeah.
been in it or thought about it, and it's not healthy.
It's not, that's right. 100%.
So if I'm having like, man, this day is way too boring and nothing's going on and like it's just normal, it's like, my brain naturally tempts me to look for excitement and chaos.
Absolutely. 100%.
That's where I start like, listen, man, I'm really fucking deviating from the plan here.
Yeah.
I call someone or
Or come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Come and play some cards.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
and play some pool or
Shoot in a pool.
talk to a guy.
Sit in the duty office and
Yep.
shoot the shit with the guy. Yeah.
I like that you're putting those things into practice, Matt, because there isn't.
Well, I have to, Matt.
Yeah.
I have to.
What else are you going to do?
Right.
Right.
Go back. Go back.
I'm glad you said it.
And that leads, like we said.
Yeah. So if there's anything that you want to say, now's the time. We're coming to a conclusion, but I just want to give you an opportunity to, like I do for everybody, if there's something that you want to say to anybody out there struggling, or just anybody in general, now's the time.
I do, 100%. If there's anyone out there struggling, don't give up. There's hope. Like I'm going to be 50 next month, and this addiction, this life I've led for 30 plus years that's most of my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably longer than I've got left to live. Don't quit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quit. Keep trying. Give it a shot. Give this sobriety a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to, don't. But you know where it goes.
Yeah.
I know where it goes.
160 pounds and 6'3". That's where it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
And love each other, man.
Yeah. And love each other.
Just love each other, man. Everybody deserves a chance, man. Don't look down on people. That guy flipping the burger, we need him too, just like the CEO of
the burger. Yeah.
The guy on the street that's begging for fucking food or money.
Yeah.
If you can help him, help the dude out.
Oh, here's a crazy one.
I always said, people go, I see those guys, I go buy them a sandwich. I don't give them money because I know what they're going to do with it. You know what? I know what they're going to do with it. And you know what I do? I give them fucking money.
Yeah.
You know why? Because if they take that $10 I give them and they go get a fucking rock and smoke it and it makes their day better, good for you. I hope I made your day better.
Yeah.
Do I want them to do that? No. But if they do...
Ultimately, too, I'm not grocery shopping for you, bud. Take the $10.
Right.
Like, if you want to get a sandwich, get a sandwich.
Right. But I just care for another person, man.
Yeah.
You don't
check
know
this out.
what people are going
I'm going to
through.
mention, because he says he watches the podcast, Linus, right? From 30 some odd years, 32, I think, alumni from Brentwood. Comes up to me the other day, so I'm getting underwears and socks and stuff like that. But he gives me $100, bro.
Yeah.
He says, "I know you're the type of guy that'll do something good with this."
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, if
Would
you
you ever-
only knew me 10 years ago.
I was going to say, would you ever thought in a million years?
Yeah.
Someone would give you $120 thinking you're going to do the right thing.
$100, but yeah.
$100,
Yeah.
and thinking you're going to do the right thing with it.
And I was like, I'm like, bro, are you donating this to the podcast? Because the money will go to back. Oh, and by the way, any donations that are donated to the PayPal link below will go to recovery homes and community outreach centers in the community. This episode will be donated to Brentwood and Hours of Clarity podcast. So I just wanted to say that, I would not have had the inkling in my mind, and this isn't the first time it's happened. So I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, this is crazy, right? Like, I'm trustworthy now.
No shit, right?
Look at me go.
But I mean, if there's one thing, it's just care about each other. Man.
That's right. Yeah.
If someone you know or love is struggling, Talk to them about it.
Buddy, it changes the entire dynamic and atmosphere in somebody's life when you give them 5 minutes and a helping hand.
Right, 100%.
Okay, buddy. Well, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely,
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please, you don't know who you're helping, right? By just delivering a message of hope to somebody. And hopefully this podcast does that for anybody watching. I appreciate you. And like I said, click all the buttons. Thank you very much. Have a great day.